This episode 5 of Loki probably has become my favorite MCU anything. As far as a standalone episode, I don't know what else you can want, you can need. We had the Thanos Chopper. We had the what looked like Oscorp. The it used to be Tony Stark's Avenger building. I have to watch it again, but I could have sworn it was the Oscorp Corporation. I think we got a little bit of Star Wars reference, a little bit there of Pirates of the Caribbean, all the Loki variants. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I still have to go back, and I don't know. Was that a little Thor when they were going underneath? Was that a little Thor stuck in a freaking jar? If that was Thor, let me know. Do you guys think that was Thor, or was that someone else? I missed it. It was so quick, but he was trying to get out, but he couldn't get out. I gotta rewatch this episode. This episode is such. It has so much rewatchability just because of how many Easter egg it had. Oh my god. And the only lull was when Loki and Sylvie were, sitting down before their big plan. And was everyone else like me saying, just tell her you love her, tell her you like her, tell her? And he was like, sidestepping it and doing all this cutesy stuff. But I can relate, and most men and some women, I'm not gonna just say men, but we can relate when you have those jitters, you have those bugs. And women have seen guys when they don't want to come on too strong or too forceful, but you like him, he likes you, and you guys are inching towards each other. I was like, just kiss her already. It was such a good moment, and the build up, and then it didn't lead us nowhere. Like, you got so close, but then, Sylvie started grabbing, Loki did the first gesture when they were like, here, go back in time, I'll do this myself. And then Loki was like, no, I'm staying with Sylvie. And then the other Lokis kind of were like, kid Loki gave him a dagger and like, you're gonna need this. And then, oh, it was just good. I'm all like, and then Morbius was there. And then when they hugged, and like, he stands, Morbius puts out his hand like a friendship handshake, and Loki looks at him like, nah, man, I missed you so much. I was heartbroken when I thought you were dead. And you could see it in his eyes, and he hugged them. I almost shedded a tear. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now just reviewing this episode and how good it was. The acting from everyone, the expressions, the emotion. Oh my god, and the score. Can you tell me this didn't feel like a movie? Like we watched a movie. And oh, it was so good. The music selection was so cinematic, so epic. I need to find out the soundtracks that they played for this episode, especially towards the end credits. That powerful cinematic, especially when one of the Loki variants, I'm gonna call him Grandpa Loki. I can't remember his name right now. It's skipping my mind. But when he was building Asgard back up, I mean, I know it was a hologram, but how powerful. And even Loki says that, I think because Sylvie goes, how is he doing this? And Loki goes, I think we're more powerful than we know. And he was just building this huge illusion of Asgard, and I was just like taken aback at just how well written, well executed, just a gem. WandaVision is still my number one show as far as from beginning to end. Maybe the ending was a little bit anticlimactic for many, and kind of for me too a little bit. But as far as a standalone episode, this episode is by far my favorite anything. Like I said, even putting Avengers on there. And I get it. If it wasn't for Avengers, Infinity War, and everything that came before it, we wouldn't be able to have this experience. But it is. We have it, right? And watching this from, like I said, all just the Easter eggs. There were so many Easter eggs. Just so much. And if there was such a thing as a Loki movie, this is it. Episode 4, episode 5 have been nothing but gems. Nothing but brilliant. I am so mad that we couldn't get this type of storytelling from the beginning to the end. Maybe WandaVision kind of spoiled us a little bit, but we are ending with a bang. Tell me, did you guys love this episode just as much as I did? I know I'm not really breaking it down. I did throw out some spoilers, but I am just in awe at how just amazing this episode was. Just wow. Hats off to everyone involved in this episode for the last 2 episodes, episode 4 and episode 5. And I know we started very slow, but we're picking up pace. And oh, are we picking up pace? And next Wednesday cannot come quick enough. Ah, so good. And you know what I've been doing really good is staying away from spoilers. So it's been even that much better watching it live with no preconceived thoughts or ideas or any leak footage or anything, just going off of what such chef's kiss to that. Chef's kiss to this episode. Mwah! So beautiful. But hey, that's just my opinion and my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. How much do you love this episode? Was this the best Loki episode to date? Do you also agree with me that as far as the Disney Plus episodes that we've seen from the 3 shows, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and now Loki, that this episode 5 by far, not even close, takes the cake? And if you want to put it up, against some of the MCU movies, this thing ranks up there. For me, it's probably number 1. I have to, I'm going to watch it again. Maybe I'm just getting excited for my first viewing, but it's my number 1. Maybe after I rewatch it, I'm like, oh, well, I just got caught up in the hype. But I mean, I haven't had chills like that throughout almost a whole entire episode for a long time, from the beginning credits, right? When it started panning in to Loki in the void, or the Lokis in the void, chills, just chills. This whole episode is goosebumps. So anyways, those are just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And like always, that's a wrap.